guys, it's Steve here from stevepigottmusic.com, and this is Jimi Hendrix video number 6. We're going to look today at the so-called Hendrix Chord, and this is thanks to a suggestion from one of the comments, one of the viewer comments in the comments section, so thank you very much for that suggestion. Now, we're going to look today at the Hendrix Chord, alright? This is the dominant 7 sharp 9 chord that you find in Purple Haze, this jangly kind of edgy chord. It's that one there. And there are lots of other sort of scenarios in music where that chord is used, and we will touch on a few of those shortly. But first of all, I'm not going to go deep into the theory of this chord, because that requires really an understanding of functional harmony and 5/1 resolutions and things of that nature. So I'm not going to go there too much. I will just touch on it briefly for those of you who already understand that. This understanding is not so necessary to use the chord, but here it is anyway. So it's a dominant 7 sharp 9 chord. The spelling of the formula is root, major 3rd, perfect 5th, flat 7, and then you have the sharp 9. And that sharp 9 is one of the altered notes from, you know, the 4 different possibilities of an altered note you might add to a chord. And it creates tension. Its usual function is to create tension. So you maybe throw that on the 5 chord so that when you resolve back to the 1 chord, like in jazz, you know, you could just go, sure, but sometimes in jazz and all sorts of music, we like to create more tension on the 5 chord, make it even more unsettled and weird, so that when you eventually do resolve to the 1 chord, it's like, oh man, I feel really good, you know. So more tension creates a more satisfying resolution, generally within reason. So it's created for that. It's used there often. Now Jimmy's not using it like that here. He's using it to kind of smack you in the face with this tense, edgy, jaggedy kind of. You know, he's not resolving that. That is the 1. He's just screwing up with the 1 to give you a real kind of, you know, edgy kind of tense sound that you're forced then to sort of stay on, you know. Okay, so we've got this 7 sharp 9 chord. In Purple Haze it's E7 sharp 9. I'm going to teach you 2 different ways to play this chord, 2 different voicing shapes that are very useful. Okay, the classic Hendrix one is you take your middle finger, put it on the 7th fret of the A string, first finger on the 6th fret of the D string, ring finger on the 7th fret of the G string, pinky on the 8th fret of the B string. So you have this kind of sound. That's how it is, and in order to sort of play that the Purple Haze way, you bounce off 2 notes on the low open E string and then hit that chord form like this. Okay, that's more or less how to play that chord, and it comes up a lot. Another song in which this chord is used is Scuttlebuttin' by Stevie Ray Vaughan from the Couldn't Stand the Weather album. That uses the same thing. He tunes it a half step, so it's, you know, it's an E flat and all that business, but he uses the same voicing. So it's something like this. Okay, you might recognize that from that song. A couple other places to use it. And this leads me kind of to the next voicing, I suppose, is Sex Machine by James Brown. They have this, get up, you know, this kind of feeling. So those hits, that's a 7 sharp 9. And you have your middle finger here on the 6th fret of the, I should say the 8th fret of the D string, first finger on the 7th fret of the G string, and then your ring finger on the 9th fret of the B string and pinky on the 9th fret of the E string. This is a B flat 7/9. Okay, there's your B flat 7, and then you're adding this on here. So your locator finger, if you want, is this middle finger. That is a B flat, and that's telling you which one, you know, where the tonic is, where the root is, I should say. Okay, so. Okay, that's used there, and that is used for a kind of tense 5/1 resolution. It's used all over the place. Even it's used in "Man in the Mirror" by Michael Jackson. You know, where it's something like, you know, I'm talking about the man in the mirror, and he goes, "If you want to make the world a better place, if you." It's used there also, and that is on the D version. So it's the same shape as we learned for Jimi Hendrix stuff, but you move it down 2 frets to make a D7 sharp 9 chord. All right, same kind of thing. So it's a super useful chord. Happens all the time. It's used in jazz an awful lot. You know, for this classic kind of, you know, that kind of to make the 5 a little bit more tense. So it happens in jazz too a lot. But so that is the Hendrix Chord, guys. Enjoy, have fun with it. It's quite a fun thing to even put into a blues if you want to create some tension. You know, maybe you're doing like a, you know, like a, let's think. I put it 2 places there. I put it on the E, the root, and I put it on the 5, the B there. You can just throw it in. So just play with it really, and put it in those sorts of contexts. And tense musical forms like the blues will sort of receive it better, but it can work in all kind of places. So keep an ear out for other contexts like Michael Jackson's "Man in the Mirror." Though you might hear this Hendrix chord showing up, and yeah, enjoy. Tab below, like and subscribe, all that business. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. It comes up a lot. So some other situations in which you find that chord. Scuttlebuttin by Stevie Ray Vaughan, which is harder to say than it is to play. And it's pretty hard to play.